A very good morning to all, and I am Sanju Ganjir. Today we will discuss the problem of isometric projection, and on the screen you just the diagram, it looks like just a frustum of a cone. So this is your frustum of cone. So here we have a requirement of to draw the isometric projection of this cone, the section of cone. You can say when you cone just look like this, and when you cut this cone from a certain angle, then the remaining portion, when you remove the remaining portion, I already discussed when I discussed the when I gone when we make a problem, when we solve the problem of the solid, then I already discussed about the section of cone. So you take advantage from this video. I provide a description link on it, on the description. So here we start to making the isometric projection. Okay, isometric views or projection we want to make here. So just start for a single line. So I think you just complete understand the isometric view of a cylinder. Okay, so it is just like same. So when we start before we start the isometric projection, the procedure to start the isometric projection, we need to draw a line that here we need this is the xy line. So like this, we again need to draw a line like this. So from here we start from the below, because this is our axis. So now from here, this is our point, center point. So from this point we choose angle right now. So from both the sides. So here this is our protector, and like this putting the center of this protector at a certain point, and from here we just make a 30 degree angle from both the sides. Okay, so one side represent your length and another side represent your width side. So here no doubt about this, because the cone have there are two views, there are two diameter in this case, because this inside view of this is your front view and this is your top view. When we see this object from the top, then this is seen. So this is looks like we just seen as a diameter, as a circle from the top view. Again we have a large length according to this. So this is our again a diameter, and it is about 60 mm. So there are two circle in our question, and one is about 60 mm and another is about 40 mm. So now that is the axis. So the distance between, when we see this object from the front, then this is looks like the frustum, like this. Some kind of angle is here, so it is certain, like a 60 degree, like a 45 degree, above or 75 degree, you can see anywhere. So that is not a matter. So this is your our 70 mm. So from this end we just make a straight line from this end. So the distance between this is 70 mm. So in the top there is a circle of 40 mm, and in the below of the 70 mm below, from this point we have another circle of 60 mm. So here we start to making isometric view of these objects. So now right now we start to this point. Now we draw from here because this the main I make a box for both the circle, because I need to draw this, because in isometric projection we need to draw a angle of 30 degree from both the sides. So so 60 and 60 mm of sides is drawn from both the sides. So like this. So watch this. So from here it is of about 60 mm. So like this. Okay, right now from here it is also 60. So like this. Now making MD parallel to this and taking dimension here, and from this point we again need to draw 60 mm. Okay, right now here, and now again we need to join these two ends with a single line. So now we have a box, okay, and which are looking like this. So now just when we complete the cylinder, the isometric view of cylinder, same procedure adopted here. So now firstly we need to take this dimension from putting here. So starting from here, so right now this is your L, this is your M, then this is your N, and this is your K. Okay, right now select the midpoint, because this is your 60 mm circle, and this box is also 60 mm. So the midpoint for this square, this section, is also midpoint for this circle. So here we just pick a 60 mm 30 mm center point, so like this, and again for here like this. Now taking MD parallel to this and taking dimension here, right now putting the MD parallel to it, or sorry, parallel to it, and placing this dimension here. Okay, so this is your midpoint. You can just give any name for this. So I give a certain name for this. So like this is your, suppose I start this point. So suppose this is your 1 for the biggest circle, this is your 2, and this is your 3, and this is your this point is your 4. Okay, so this representing. So now we join the diagonals like this with a 2H pencil like this, and again joining these two like this. Now so this is your center point, no doubt. Now again the next step is, clearly understand, putting this rounder here and taking the dimension of it from here to here like this. Okay, now same procedure adopted. So putting it and from here we just make a circle like this. Okay, now next step is, so I make a dimension for this. So and in the one is between L and N. So here this is your 1, so this is your 2, next it is your 3, and it is your 4. Okay, now what we need to require the joint to this. So for this a certain unique procedure is adopted. So firstly, so for this, and right now from the point number 3 we need to join L, it is L, and now from N join with a 4 like this, and they cut with the same point like this. So now from here again we take it as a center, and now joining 3 and 4. Okay, like this. You not overlap. Like this. Okay, now same procedure is adopted here. So for this we again join N with 1. Okay, like this, and L with 2. So they are cut. So after completing this, this is looks like this. Okay, now what our next step is, we take all the dimensions 70 mm above, because our axis is 70 mm, or you can say the distance between the two circles is 70 mm. So right now we start making 70 mm from all the point L, M, N and K. So here we start for N. So this is your same line. So for this is this is your L point. L, yeah, you can say this is your Q point. Now for this is your 15. Okay, now from here this is here, and now like this. Okay, now we need to join again. So first before joining this I give a name for this. So here we have a certain name for all these points. So here with L this is your Q. Okay, so you need to give as a capital letter, name as a capital letter. So Q, this D box size of this circle, so this is of about 40 mm, so need to require to draw 40 mm from both the ends like this. So from here the MD is parallel to LMN, so this 10, and so what about this is 14 like this. Now from here putting the MD parallel to it and taking the dimension here, and it is also your 40 mm like this. Okay, now what, from here, from this point we again draw, and it is always 40 mm like this. And now from this again we need to join like this. Okay, so this completes, and now now I give the name again for this. So this is your Q, and this is your R, this is your S, and this is your P. Okay, now again we need to join P and R like this, and it cuts with S and Q with a single point, so it is your center. Now again same procedure adopted here. So again we need to take the middle point of P, Q, R, S and P. So right now we put the dimension here. So for it, suppose we can say this is your A, and like this here B, here C, and right now here D. So again we need to draw, we need to pick a point for all the sides. So for for Q and R, this is its center point, and for P and Q, this is center point right now for this, and same for S and R like this. Now joining, this is putting all the point, giving all the point as a name, at a certain name. So now again for same procedure adopted, and which already used to draw this circle of 60 mm. So Q as a center and a point, take a radius for this point, and this is your this. Okay, so make a circle like this. Okay, now same is here, putting the rounder as a tip in S and draw a circle like this. Okay, so here is a mistake, but you never ever to do this. So because I use a pen for better clearance, so I can remove it. So now again we for joining this, so before it I give a certain name. So here this is in between Q and R, we have a point of A. So this is your A, small letter, and this is your B, this is your C, and this is your D. Okay, so joining with all with it with a single line. Okay, and now we need to again take a center point for the remaining portion of this circle. So from here joining S and A with a 2H pencil, and right now Q and B like this, and select the center point, all the lines cutting with the same point. Okay, now this is your center point. Right now taking it this point as a center like this, and taking the radius or arc for, I just show you like this. Okay, so for better clearance I show it with like this. Okay, now for same thing is happen here. So joining C with Q and D with S, and also they have also a midpoint like this. Now taking the arc of this and joining these two like this. Okay, so now for better appearance I override this. like this. Okay, so now we join all these sides. Just this is your suppose in this question, when we see this, so it is your m dash and l dash, and this side your n and k dash, and right now in above portion this is your p and s, p dash, s dash, and this is your q and r dash, q dash and r dash. Okay, so again we can clearly see that is the n and k is joined with p and s, and l m n with q and r. So now we join all. Okay, so here we not need to join actually this, because we just see it is a truncated portion. So this point and this point join to the middle of this. So just look like this. So joining with the HB pencil like this, and right now again do same here like this. So this is your truncated portion right now. Okay, now again also you need if you want to join these two, then you definitely do this, but this is not our requirement. But if we not left this blank, so join like this, k with p. Okay, like this. But for this upper portion from here to here is your hidden line. Okay, some kind we clearly not seen this. Okay, so you need to require it to draw it as a hidden line. So you definitely do with this work with a hidden line. Okay, so this is complete detail.